What's up, fish tankers? Welcome to the final episode in our season 2 recap series. I'll keep it brief right here, but I'll do like a little more extended thank you at the end if you're into that. But for everyone watching now, thank you so much for helping my channel grow. And if we can get my channel up to 10K by the end of Fish Tank season 2, that'd be freaking awesome. But without further ado, let's jump into the final elimination challenge. Day 40. The tank has been fully transformed into the swamp. The fish are suited up, and the freeloaders get costumes as well. Trish is a Haitian immigrant. Fatty is a swamp djinn. Greg is Greg. Oliver gay. Before the festivities begin, the fish are tasked with making voodoo dolls, which they need to give to Voodoo Mama Juju, formerly known as Trish. And now it is time for the opening ceremonies of our final challenge, the Swamp Olympics. I assumed it was Big God who blessed the tank with a pre-recorded national anthem. Rock and roll style, dude. And then the judge gives his opening speech.
For the rest of today and throughout tomorrow, we will be performing the Swamp Olympics, the greatest game in the history of the planet, the greatest collection of mini games ever devised. Along your quest, you will be aided by NPCs. You will not know how many points a certain minigame is for. I will go to Voodoo Mama Juju's bar and I will hold up fingers to the camera to let you viewers know how many points the challenge is for. You will not know how many points the challenge is for. You will not know how many points you have.
Congratulations for making it this far. 50,000 will not make you rich, but it will change your life. And all you have to do is try your best for the next 2 days to get it.
Then they introduced the NPC system. Basically, the freeloaders are now NPCs, which the fish can interact with in between competition. Voodoo Mama Juju can give out beverages like water, zip, etc. She could also put a curse on another fish using the voodoo dolls that they created before. This will make them -2 points in the competition, as well as you could basically ask for any kind of like information, like what the current point totals are, etc. But that info isn't given out directly. It's given out in the form of a riddle. Mama Juju, you have to pay with chips. The Swamp Djinn, on the other hand, you have to pay with humiliating rituals at the behest of him. In exchange for that, you could ask for any favor. He may actually reject you even though you did something humiliating, but that's the price you have to pay. Each fish has to perform a ritual dance.
First competition is going to be a ritual Swamp Olympics initiation dance. 2 minutes left.
Saying there was 2 minutes left was freaking hilarious to me. That actually really made me laugh. By the way, TJ ends up going 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and Taylor's was pretty cringe.
Start now?
Go ahead.
With the ceremony complete, it's time for our very first challenge, a Fable 1 favorite, the chicken chaser. They also play manhunt, where the judge chases them around the house with a bow and arrow, and the last one standing wins. This goes for many rounds, with pretty much everyone on production and the freeloaders getting a turn. Tae pulls ahead with the most wins, TJ right behind, and Shinji in dead last. They move to an MDE trivia challenge, which Tae wins.
My son, Jason Goldstriker, drives what type of car? What brand car does he drive?
Which actually ends up losing her a point because being an MDE fanboy is cringe.
Taylor had the most correct answers, so we are subtracting 1 point from Taylor. What? That's negative 1 point, y'all. Thank you very much.
They then have a snake race around the house, where they slither on the ground in sleeping bags, avoiding poop water. Shinji W. Farmer Frank shows up as a new NPC, which you can pay him with chips to mess with another fish during a competition. They then have a who can make the giantest gumball challenge. This is a TJW. Another new NPC is added, the Psycho Killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Basically, if he touches you during a challenge, you will automatically be eliminated from said challenge. We have the sloppiest eating challenge. TJ goes full pigpen and slops it up to a victory. They then play Dodge the Oliver Gator, hopping from can to can. This becomes a Shinji W. Just a little points recap here. We have TJ in first place with 11, Shinji in second place with 7, and Tae in last place with 6. As the fish prepare for the next challenge, last place Taylor pays 40 chips to Frank to mess with TJ, but luckily for him, the challenge hadn't actually started yet, and production tell him to stop. The fish were tasked with filling up piñatas with sauce to be used at a later time. They play Mission Impossible, dodging the swamp lasers, trying to bring a bucket of water downstairs. I believe this one was a Tae W. Also, I'm pretty sure it was Shinji, if not TJ, had paid to have Tae lose 2 points here. The water buckets are used for the next challenge, who can hold their breath the longest. This is a Shinji W. They play hide and seek with the Psycho Killer. He finds Tae in the Goon Cave, but cannot find TJ or Shinji, who are in a pile of garbage and closet with doghouse in front of it, respectively. They play Hop the Lily Pad, which Ninja Shinji takes a massive W and almost dies. Who can put on the best makeup challenge? This one's a TJW. To be clear, he had to put his makeup on Shinji. Shinji had to do it on Taylor. Taylor had to do it on TJ. It's also here where they introduce a challenge where the results will only be known at midnight. Fans can send in videos of them shaving their heads to support their favorite fish, or shave their heads to take points away from the fish they like the least. To be clear, points within this challenge. So let's say you have 5 people that shave their head and give you 5 points, and somebody else shaves their head to take away a point. Now you have 4 within the challenge. Whoever has the total points within this challenge gets actual points. Next is the Riz Up Greg challenge. They have to crab walk the entire time. The Psycho Killer also comes into play here, trying to kill Shinji and TJ.
Get everything you eat at full carbs.
TJW on this one. And then one that's on paper didn't sound anything special, but in reality was actually like really entertaining to me, was the Guess Who's Screaming challenge. Basically, the fish couldn't tell who was standing behind them, and that choir had to scream one at a time, and the fish had to guess who was screaming.
Yeah! Is not very discreet, Trisha. Scooch forward.
Sorry.
This was a massive Ben W.
Stop. Okay.
And the final day 40 challenge was the Toss Pea at Greg challenge. To be clear, I mean pea as in the vegetable, not the bodily fluid. They need to fling the peas into the mouth of the pure-hearted Greg, who gets offended by all the potty talk and goes to the basement.
Greg, hold your mouth open if you support bringing back slavery.
Chris is here.
No, you can't walk off the challenge, Greg.
Like Chris, he comes up not too long after, but Ben is upset and ends the pea challenge and turns it into the Apologize to Greg challenge.
What'd you say to Greg? He's in the basement right now and he's upset. No points for any of you. And now you got to give Greg an apology. I'll tell you what. Actually, this is what we'll do. Y'all will get. I'll give a point for whoever apologizes to Greg.
Some teachers says like Chinaman, like Chin Jumping Bong or something like that to me.
Okay, 30 more seconds.
Shut up, Chinaman.
Like that, yeah, see? But I don't care about that so much.
Ching chong bing bong.
Yeah, like that.
Shinji won via narrative poll. Day 41. The Fish play Mario Kart 64 battle mode. This was a TW. We get the results of the shave your head challenge, which TJ wins, which I expected, but not by as big of a margin as I thought. I think they said Shinji had 5 points and TJ had 6, but they might have been gaslighting because I didn't see a single video on Twitter of anyone shaving their heads for Shinji.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, 5 people.
Haley, do you remember when I said all your fans were fat?
Yeah, I think it's living up to that. Is it living up to that?
You should, okay, right now what you should do is like, oh, that's not
apologize.
true,
Oh,
that's
no.
not true.
No, they're not fat Discord f***s.
I said that
How
as a
could
joke.
you say that?
I said that as a joke and I didn't have any evidence to back that up early in the show. But now I think the evidence is here. Here's some of your guys.
Oh, man.
And this is a TJ fan who said F you,
Yeah.
and he shaved his head to take your points. This is your biggest
Thanks,
hater.
dude.
You want to show it to this?
Thanks,
Shout
dude.
out my biggest hater right here.
Our final challenge of the night is a roll a joint for Chris challenge.
You might do. What the man? You like surprised me at so many points.
Which Shinji wins thanks to his ex-dad.
Okay.
Thank you, my ex-dad.
Yeah, your ex-dad really pulled through for you.
The psycho killer gets revealed to be Brian.
Red alert. Red alert. It's a gay guy. Gay guy alert.
Brian buddies are back. The Fish then have to prep a challenge for tomorrow, filling the room with mud. And on this final night, Jet gives a speech before the Fish get some rest and relaxation for the trial ahead.
Alright, tonight is y'all's last night in the fish tank. It's not 42 days, it's 41. You three, we're all very proud of you. No matter who wins. You guys are f***ing champions. Alright. Oliver, you're a great freeloader. You made it all the way to the end. You know the Oliver gay or whatever, but we like you. Brian, everybody's very happy to see you back. Greg, you're supposed to be here 1 hour. And now you're very beloved. I think you're going to be very happy going home to a lot of new fans.
I'm excited to see him.
A lot of right-wing chuds.
Yeah.
Far-right guys
Yeah.
that actually really like you. I'm not kidding. Who's excited to go home? Just raise your hand. I'm excited to go home. This place smells. Stinks like shit.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Food tastes like ass. The place is dirty.
Oh yeah, it's total hell.
Food tastes like ass.
I was jerk off.
Yeah, you're excited to go home and jerk off?
Yeah.
Very
What about you, Oliver? Have you had any fish tank nightmares?
I've been having nightmares when I'm here, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
About Greg.
About Greg?
Chasing me to the mansions and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Do the double clap thing that you do?
And he had a Mickey Mouse
Alright, I'm
laugh.
gonna see that.
Do a lot.
He's chasing you. Do Mickey Mouse laugh? Alright, and now actually chase Greg, and Greg, you run away. Alright, I'll keep the sentimental brief, but it's been a good ride. We still got competition tomorrow. Okay? One of you is winning, 2 of you are losing. You're going home with only the money you earn from challenges. So if you want the grand prize, you gotta fight. That's why we're cutting challenges for tonight. We're gonna let you guys sleep. Tomorrow is the big focus. Our craziest challenges will be tomorrow. Some of you have a lead. Some of you are behind. That is all. Have a good night. No more challenges. Stay up, hang out if you'd like to. Rest if you'd like to. Our challenges will be starting in the afternoon tomorrow.
In the AM, the Fish get pulled into the basement one by one to do interviews, and Tay, while TJ is getting interviewed, takes advantage of the situation and steals all of his chips. He had like 1,200 chips left over, so conceivably what could happen here is that Tay could either spend all those chips cursing TJ, essentially, I think it would put him at like negative points. Or what she could do is evenly put curses on TJ and Shinji and make herself a viable competitor in the competition. TJ tries to confront her, but it doesn't really go anywhere.
So just for the edit, just for the audience, what happened? Why are you guys so mad at each other? TJ, you want to explain what happened?
Haley stole my chips.
Well, you
That's
were
why I'm
slacking.
mad.
You got caught slacking.
Nigga.
He spends the rest of the morning stewing, begging for help from Shinji and the NPCs, and trying to figure out a way to get his chips back and get back at Tay. As the games begin once again, the fish start off by playing dodgeball. This was a Tay W. We get a Hunger Games style battle royale with the bows and arrows. It goes 3 rounds with Tay winning 2 and Shinji winning 1. Ben, who is quote unquote sick, needs some help feeling better for the next challenge.
Would you like some water or anything? Would you like some water? Would you like some water or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
TJ, picking his moment to strike back at Tay, goes full hassle on her. He throws the leftover sauce from the piñatas on her.
No hitting, no hitting.
By the way, these piñatas don't ever actually get used for anything. Which leaves Shinji alone in the challenge, who gives Ben shots of whiskey to win.
Yeah. Hey, baby shot. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know you like whiskey.
Yeah, you know I do.
Yeah. Oh, you get ketchup. Oh.
I got ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup. Yeah. You got ketchup, like.
Easy.
Hands off me, dude. Yeah, they are.
Calm down, you're near brick.
Say you should suck Ken's dick to make him feel better.
1, stop! Hands off! Hands off!
After the event, Tay tries to throw a bucket of water at him.
Stop! Break it up! Break it up! Break it up! Break it up! Sick. Oh! Easy, guys. Easy. Stop! Break it up! Break it up! Break it up! Break it up!
And then TJ tries to throw a ball of dirt at Tay and fails miserably.
What goes around comes around. Snatch them, snatch them, snatch them, snatch them, snatch them.
I don't know how to throw something. You throw like a whirl, kind of.
Tay pays for a curse on TJ. The next challenge is who could be the best loot crate salesman.
Nice little placeholder for the Shinji hair experience so that you can present this to your friends.
These surprise loot crates can actually be bought on the site. I think this one was a clear-cut TJ win. Shinji did have a really funny moment though.
First, it's not shit. I'm pretty sure it's paint. Yeah, airsoft paint. Yeah.
Fishtank legal team is ensured there's no real shit.
The judge arrives, re-energize, and almost kills Shinji and Trish.
That's all I made. Recovery. Shinji?
Thank you.
It's the swamp DNA. I'll slap your face. I'll slap your face. You piece of shit. Cow. I'll slap your face with a closed fist. God damn it. Do you have lip filler? Bam! The sequel to Fish Tank is not season 3. It's a movie called Beating Trish. It's 2 hours long.
I guess he took his TRT this morning. Setting up for the next event, the money cube gets moved.
And right there. And money cube. You move over to the right. Yes, I'm moving. There we go. Okay. Money cube ascension. Shinji right there's.
And then they play catch an oiled up kettlebell.
What are you guys doing? Now that's nice. Oh, now that's a Shinji. Now that's a Shinji victory there.
By far the most dangerous event in the Swamp Olympics. Even Greg almost dies.
Oh god.
Then they play zap tag with those electric fly swatter rackets you can get at like the dollar store or whatever. But before they start, Frank locks Trish in the bathroom to help make Chris a clean boy.
Frank, dude, come on, my hands up my ass cleaning, dude, come on. Dude, come on. Ouch. God damn.
Help him.
Oh, I'm not helping him. She does not need to help me, you jackass, dude.
They run around the house playing tag, but production couldn't really tell who won, so no one gets a point. They then later restart tag. Somebody wins, I don't remember. They have a hidden background challenge that will now be active throughout the day. the Make Greg Cry challenge. I disagree with this one. This is just mean to our boy Greg. Also, the golden scarab was surprisingly real, which makes me think, then who was the paid actors? Were they real too? We get a sled race challenge, which isn't exactly a race, but essentially they just have to hold on to their boat as a TRT fueled judge drags them around the house. If they can hold on for the entire ride, they win. Tay goes first and falls going back up the stairs. TJ goes second and almost breaks his tailbone at the start.
All right. You okay? That looks up. What, tailbone?
But he powers through it and ends up making it to the end. Shinji goes last and loses pretty quick, but continues on the ride for funsies and also gets hurt halfway through and gives up.
You okay?
Wait,
Broken?
like legs.
Legs?
It's injured.
A good injury?
I'm good. Wait.
Keep going?
Chill.
Next is the Hassle Frank challenge. Shinji gets dirt in his eyes really early and taps out. Honestly, at this point, I feel like Shinji has pretty much been tapped out. The last few challenges, he hasn't really put any effort into it at all. Some of them just like giving up completely. I don't think I mentioned this, but he did buy a fortune earlier in the day. And I think probably because of his language barrier, I think he thinks TJ has a much wider gap than he actually does. And I think he also thinks, what's her name? Tay is much closer than she actually is. So like, I think his head is just messed up here.
Teacher.
Oh! Gonna get you! Gonna get you!
Soily L, Soily L, Soily L, Frank L, Frank L, Soily L, Frank L,
And it's overall!
Taylor should be a gas station attendant.
TJ runs away so fast.
Yeah, he scampers. He's a scamperer.
No, not my shirt, bro. No.
Taylor's more of a sneak. Oh! Oh! Go!
Oh, sorry, oh!
Tay and TJ are ferocious, but I think to no one's surprise, Tay was a better hassler and gets a W. Shinji buys a curse on Tay, who currently isn't a threat. And then TJ is the first and only person to use the Jin, who tries to cut a deal with him. If TJ wins, he has to give him $10,000 for 500 chips, which is insane.
I will get you these chips. But in exchange for trying to get you some chips, I need guarantee that if you win, I get $5 grand. And the camera now.
But guarantee that you get me at least 5 black chips. At least 5 black chips.
That's a real tall order. That's like a $10,000 order right there.
But Chris, I'm just afraid that I'm gonna agree to this and you bring me like 40 chips.
The judge then comes in to mediate him down to 3,200, and they shake on it.
I think 5 black chips if he wins. If he loses, it's worth nothing. If he wins, it's probably worth...
Now imagine now I'm putting myself at risk for this man.
You're not putting yourself at risk. And I know that Chris would say it's worth 10,000, which it's not. For guaranteed 5 black chips, 3,200. Does this deal sit well with you?
It's f***ing well.
All right.
My best to get those chips to you ASAP.
The next challenge is the dodge the eggs from Greg challenge. It's just Greg throwing eggs. The eggs aren't really breaking, so they restart with Greg throwing them much harder, and then Frank joins in, and the eggs go even harder. Frank hits Chris with an egg who isn't happy.
Wow! Are you serious, man?
And then he eliminates TJ, but they run out of eggs, so Tay, who had the most lives remaining, ends up winning. Because Shinji and Taylor have been cursing each other back and forth, the current standings are TJ with 18, Shinji with 11, and Taylor with 9. Shinji also curses TJ. The next activity, which isn't for points, was having to cut their oversized novelty checks that were poorly made. The judge then breaks them to start the next challenge.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
which is paintball platoon style. The goal here is that each fish have a different color paint in their paintball gun, and whoever can get most of their color onto the other two fish will win. While Taylor is adjusting her headgear, she momentarily allows Frank to hold her paintball gun, to which the judge was not happy.
Don't do that. Why does he have that?
Because I need to adjust my home.
Don't do that. Let me see it. Why did he give that to him? Are you thinking?
I wasn't gonna just set it down.
Could have killed him.
He could have killed him. What is her problem?
Huh?
What is her problem? She's not thinking.
She's evil. She has red paint. She's the bad character.
Don't give that to anyone.
Especially
Frank.
As paintball begins, Taylor camps upstairs. Shinji ends up tapping out pretty early.
Wait, are you on the ground, Shinji? Yeah. Okay, Shinji's on the ground.
Leaving it just to Tay and TJ. Eventually, Tay makes her way downstairs and becomes the aggressor on TJ. No surprise there. But Taylor runs out of CO2, and then the judge comes in to fill in for Shinji, who straight bangs with the two fish upstairs.
Oh shit, this thing's broken.
And then gets grossed out by the icky gooey paint.
Ew!
Pause!
Ew! This thing's nasty. Creamed on me. Ew. Ew. Icky gunk.
As paintball concludes, we get a Tay W by a margin of 2 hits. Shinji enacts another curse on TJ, and then there's a narrative poll to see if TJ should have actually won paintball or not, because if you include the damage done to Shinji, he would actually be ahead by 1 point.
It's up to y'all. Did TJ win that pesky old paintball round? Are you spurging out? Now time to vote, y'all. I'm waiting on the response, y'all. What's it gonna be? Back in. 57%. That's not quite the 66 you asked for. Let it ride a little bit more. Okay. And easing up on Chris. But back in. Going out, and I'm back in the pipe. It's like surfing. Back out, gnarly rip curl, bro. Tailspin. We're down to 55. It looks like it's not going anywhere. Sorry, y'all. That's not a TJ win. That's a Taylor win.
Shinji at this point is done. I mean, he's put little to no effort into the last few challenges. I think he tapped out in like the last 3 challenges or something like that. And the next one coming up, which I feel culturally was kind of catered to him, he ends up tapping out of this one as well, because it's a mystery food speed eating challenge. Round 1 is a single pizza roll. Round 2 is frog's legs, but TJ loses this round because he didn't wait to hear the word go. Round 3 was dog nipples.
You just ate dog nipples.
Bony.
Was that bone?
Dog nipples.
Round 4, octopus. Round 5, crickets. Round 6, chicken feet. Round 7, snails. TJ went beast mode on this with the undeniable W. The background Make Greg Cry challenge has now been moved up to an actual challenge because basically no one was really doing it. Tay tries to get Greg blackout drunk, which made him cry the last time.
Carrot, 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 asterisk, 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 asterisk,
probably some guys.
asterisk, 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 asterisk.
No, I'm good.
JJ, go.
I'm not drinking anymore.
But Greg's mental frickin' force field is way too strong, so everyone loses.
No, I'm good.
Why not?
Greg, please drop some grind step
If you
on
don't
these
take
fools.
this shot,
I need to hear that
you'll
sweet
have to say the
beatbox.
N-word. You have to say who's in Paris, Greg.
You may pass, my lord.
It's worth noting that Shinji was completely silent for this challenge as well. Shinji puts another curse on TJ, and our points recap is TJ 17, Shinji 7, and Taylor tied at 7. They then play Capture the Oiled Up Baby with Jet.
Baby.
Nobody won because it was a team effort on the takedown, so they restart the challenge with Greg. Tay and TJ both get a single point for taking down Greg.
Let's get to the ground. 30 more seconds there, son.
Go, Greg.
And Shinji and TJ retroactively get a point for taking down Jet. Tay curses TJ, TJ curses Tay, and Shinji also curses Tay, putting our point totals at 15-8-4 for TJ, Shinji, Taylor. Then out of nowhere, we get the Pee Your Pants Challenge Part 2.
Partners right here, squat down, duck down to the ground. It's time for the Piss Your Pants Challenge Part 2. Begin. And you can pull your pants up like this if you need to. Spotters, look for the first signs of piss. This is very important.
I'm not being dramatic here. The way they just threw this challenge at them was hilarious. Chris, who doesn't even have pants on, or needs to pee for that matter, shows them how it's done.
Can you piss right now?
Oh, Nate's in a second.
Can you try? Can you do it?
Ow, this is gross. I can't believe you would soil yourself, Tay. You are already a bald freak.
Come on, my guy.
It's 90%.
Piss, 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 piss.
There we go.
Oh! Vance, get it! Get it! Get it!
Nobody ends up winning, but Shinji does seem to be getting a bit of a second wind here. Tay curses TJ, and then the Brotherhood conspire to double curse Tay, but Shinji backstabs TJ and ends up cursing him. This puts our point total at 11, 8, and 2 for TJ, Shinji, and Tay. And then it's time to gear up for the final elimination challenge.
You smell this? I hit my head on the door. Okay. I just stepped in the fucking tomato sauce. Sauce. Okay, all right.
Production go into the attic to discuss the ending of the show. TJ, who clearly deserves the victory, in the eyes of production wouldn't make a satisfying narrative ending, so they want to rig things to give Shinji a path to victory.
Because how the swamp wrestling is going to work is it's going to be 3 people wrestling at once. One of them is going to get pinned, which means 2 people will team up and pin that person. He has to stop this brotherhood with TJ, and he has to work with Taylor in TJ first and get him out. And once that happens, Taylor, it's a 1v1 between Shinji and Taylor. That he will likely win.
Oh, of course he'll absolutely win. So long ago, Taylor went into reality show mode, which was fine. She kind of made the mistake of making herself not liked.
She overshot. In
a game that's partially social. TJ's had a transformation arc that's pretty complete for a 6-week show. Shinji is still has this Japanese politeness thing, and he's not truly assertive. He's a competitor. He's aggressive. He's likable. I think he's interesting, but for him to win this, he's going to have to do what Taylor did weeks ago and do that switch to reality show competitor.
Well, no, he would still win against TJ.
He would.
So is logically this just a guaranteed Shinji win?
If we do it straight, then yeah, it is. Unless we tell, so I guess that means we would have to tell Taylor to target TJ. The whole game would close with basically TJ's face being betrayed by Shinji, or not.
Yeah.
And that would be the ending? Oh, that's crazy. That's big. Oh, that's scary to think about. Oh. Yeah. All right. I guess that's how we do it. So
Which as a content creator, I can understand their want to do that, but the way they were trying to set things up, it would have clearly just given Shinji a victory. And in my opinion, at its core, Fish Tank is a competition show, so removing the competitive element here at the end kind of goes against the show's core values. And I think they kind of came to that conclusion while discussing this and steer towards a more logical ending where the outcome is based on performance. But they leave things up to the fans and take a break.
Are people in chat pissed off about the narrative arc idea or this idea in general? Okay. All right. I think we should side with the viewers on this.
Well, I mean, what?
Let's take the time. We can take another 10 minutes here and come up with a better idea.
Well, the thing is,
does anybody do this to not piss the fans off? That's great. All right. Go on Twitter, tweet some hashtag Fishtank.live. If it gets a lot of likes, we'll look at it. I know it's getting later here. But let's just figure out what's the way you want to see this close here that's fair. Whatever gets a lot of likes is going to go, okay?
That might, I think, giving the wrestling ending, going to Shinji, and then all Shinji has to do is do what everyone else did week 2. That probably, Chad's probably right, that's unfair. And Shinji...
I think here's the thing. I think our desire to force a story is their idea of fairness. So what we need is we probably just need one more challenge before the wrestling. Yeah. We'll just do it fair game show style. We'll just do it that way. Piss less people off, you know.
In the moment of reprieve, with Taylor and the NPCs at the bar, the Brotherhood have a final wholesome bonding moment in the bunk. And after the hour-long break, we move to the final challenge. The sundown lighting is Kino, by the way. Shinji and the judge have their last dudes rock moment.
How's it even work the camera? What? Huh?
Wait, I'll give you a sign.
I have no idea.
Hey! Hey! Alright, y'all. Done! Call and start it.
My personal favorite moments from Fish Tank have always been like these little moments that you can only really catch live. And Shinji and the judges' natural comedy chemistry throughout season 2 have been some of my favorite. With Tay being in last place, she gets eliminated as the judge gets emotional.
We've gathered you fine gentlemen and lady here today to bid one of you farewell.
It's not farewell.
It is farewell.
It's just beginning.
It's just beginning, in a way. But in another way, it's someone leaving the show, the competition. And we thank this person greatly for their immense contribution, their heart, their determination, their charisma and wit, and their love. And TJ, it's not you. Okay. Taylor, come on over here. Taylor, you did great. You're an amazing young woman, and we love you. And you're a great young lady. Great, get out of my face with that. Get out of here. You're good. You're a good kid, Taylor.
Thank you.
You did really good. Okay. You did really good. You did real good. Thank you for making it this far. Thank you. Okay. Cowboy, could you grab the boxing shit?
Copy.
Just for personal fun, not for any reason related to the next contest.
Taylor, you consistently impressed me from the moment you got here. There's a reason why you have the highest IQ out of these people. It was very visible watching your performance that you outsmarted people consistently. Unfortunately, I think you fell victim to the dog pile, and that's how nature works. But on your own accord, if this was a 1v1, I think both TJ and Shinji would have had a very hard time keeping up with you. Unfortunately, there were 3 people competing at once, And the main reason why you're going home tonight is because how good you are and how much of a threat people consider you. We all highly, highly respect you. And it's no surprise that your challenge earnings run laps around these guys before the final. You worked harder, you did phenomenal. And everyone in the audience knows that's true. Round of applause for Sam.
Fatty clapping his belly was great. In my opinion, it was a little bit of a weird choice to send her to the basement with literally the only thing left to do is the final challenge, but whatevs. And now for the final challenge. The remaining fish get suited up, the boxing gloves are put on, and the final fight for the prize begins.
And but
You're a living sin, you're the harlequin in a one-act play. And you've given up even though you can't say why. So your hero died back in '69, well that's no excuse to go lose yourself in an FM headphone high.
TJ, it's a do or die time.
I realize, do or die, and I'm gonna do. I'm ready to go off. I'm ready to be shot like a bullet out of a revolver. I'm gonna die trying if I don't win, I'm gonna die trying.
Ooh, it's a heartless world. Ooh, it's a heartless world.
You did amazing. I thought I was going to lose you in the first few rounds. You did amazing. Now I can say I can beat someone that wasn't a retard or a woman. Thank you.
Goddamn, TJ, line of the century. With the Swamp Olympics, and by proxy, Season 2 has its closing ceremony. The judge says a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, back when I was crawling around in the swamp, you understand me? I was down there in the bugs and the weeds and the dirt, and we had to put on a show. That's all we had to do to relieve the boredom was to act like a bunch of silly fools. Act all silly, you know? And then at the end of the day, we all went home and had a good time. After spending hundreds of hours watching people in the house, we all went back home and had a good time. Thank you, viewers, very much.
Jet thanks each member of production and the freeloaders.
TJ, this is real.
Wow.
This actually is real, even though it's a prop. You won. You dominated the competition, man.
I did.
And you were, throughout this whole season, you were the most present, the most active, and you won.
And TJ gives the final send-off, which in classic fashion, he doesn't really know what to say.
It's cool.
You won with a boxing match at the end.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah. That was crazy.
I did it.
That was for 0 points because you won at 10 p.m., but I didn't think you were going to win that one. I thought we were going to keep picking you up off the floor and keep giving you chances and then finally peel you off and drag you in here and tell you won. But you won that shit.
Thank you.
See, talk to the camera.
I'd like to thank everyone that's been in this house. I want to thank the production. They're doing amazing work. From Bex taking me from pink eye in my ribs. Sensei for somehow training me how to box. Greg for being who he is. Everyone is doing amazing, and I'm really thankful for them. So all TJ's Maxers and just watchers who watch me in my journey. Despite winning $50,000 and winning the show. I am more enriched now. I am more confident. Probably less people think I'm autistic now. I don't know, just everything just got better. So thank you so much.
You pushed through, you stayed here, you made it all the way to the very end. And I think everybody watching this respects you. And I think you've earned your fan base. And you've also earned this, the golden scarab, which was real, but nobody looked for it. Your head's okay, right? You just tired? Let's go to the basement, cut this. Let's get him some ice. You good?
Got it. I'm good. I can stand here.
You can see him?
No, let's go to the, let's get up.
Congratulations.
We'll wrap it?
Let's wrap.
All right. Thank you for watching.
Thank you to everyone who watched and helped grow my channel over the past 6 weeks. I mean, it's been incredible. I didn't expect the amount of love and support I've been getting. It's real surprising just reading through like the comment section on my videos, how like generally positive all the comments are, and it's hard to find the words to express my level of gratitude and appreciation, but I am extremely thankful to everyone who's just been showing me a lot of love and helping me grow. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. Season 2 has been a trip. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I don't have to wear this smelly shirt. Honestly, I haven't washed this thing in 6 weeks and I wear it pretty much every day. I'm so happy I don't have to put on this tie anymore. It's so difficult to get off, this little clip. It sucks and I hate it. To everyone who's going to be sticking around for my content post season 2 of Fish Tank, what am I gonna do? Well, I'm basically gonna go back to just doing like video essay stuff, more like documentary style content. I'm gonna re-release my Metal Gear Solid video because that video bombed, but I thought it was pretty good and I really enjoyed it, and I want to make a sequel to it. So look out for that next week. That'll be coming out. Now that I have more free time where I don't have to spend basically all of my life watching Fish Tank, I'm gonna do more streaming too. Probably game streaming. I don't know what game I'd play. I'm pretty stoked for the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or whatever it's called coming out in February, so maybe I'll start with that. That'd be pretty sick. But that's it. Thanks again for watching. Cat, bye.